Well, hey fans, welcome back to another movie review, and today we're talking about Juror number 2. So Juror number 2 is a legal thriller directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Nicholas Hoult, J.K. Simmons, Toni Collette, and Zoey Deutch. And it follows this recovering alcoholic named Justin Kemp. He is called for jury duty about a woman who died a year before. They believe that her boyfriend was the one who killed her due to there being an argument between them at a bar. Now, as it turns out, Justin Kemp was also at that bar that night, grieving over some issues that him and his wife were going through. And on his way home, he thought he hit a deer. Now, during the course of this trial, Justin starts to think that maybe instead of hitting a deer, he accidentally killed this woman on that dark and rainy night a year ago. And the movie basically follows him studying what's going on in the case and figuring out if he indeed did kill her accidentally and what should he do if he did. First off, I'd like to thank Warner Brothers for sending me a Blu-ray copy of the film. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it again. The first time I saw this movie was last year during award season. And for some reason, it feels like Warner Brothers really buried this movie, whether it has to do with Clint Eastwood's political leanings or really not thinking the film would do well. I'm not exactly sure, but the film was great. The best way to describe this movie would be like a modern version of 12 Angry Men with an exciting twist. I think that Nicholas Hoult, this kid is just a great actor. He's one of the great actors of our generation. He turns in a terrific performance in this film. There are just so many layers to his personality. Like, I don't know what anybody would do in that situation when you start to realize, hey, I may have accidentally killed someone. How do I move forward with this? And I do think that personally, if he had just confessed and been like, hey, I think I may have been responsible for this. It was a dark and rainy night. I checked everything. I didn't find out anything. And he would have easily gotten off, and you can shorten this movie up. But it's just the entire process of him basically trying to cover things up and sway this jury so that they just kind of, and then that's the thing, and I'm getting ahead of myself. So he kind of wants to sway the jury to be like, hey, this man might be innocent because, I mean, all the proof is pretty much saying that there's no way he could have done this. But at the same time, he's like, well, if he's innocent, they're going to want to know who actually did it. And in his attempts to try to sway them to that aspect, they kind of start thinking, well, maybe it was a hit and run. And then he starts getting nervous in that aspect. And I really did enjoy just the back and forth with him trying to figure out what he was going to do. Another guy who's really good in this movie is J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is a fantastic actor no matter what, but he was really great in this film in his role. The only issue is at a certain point in the plot, something happens with his character and he just kind of disappears. You would think for a person of his background, he would show back up and ask a few more questions, stuff like that. But no, he's just gone. He just kind of goes his own way. He's like, okay, I'm done with this now. And that didn't really sit right with me. Toni Collette, I really enjoyed her character as well. I wouldn't say she's turns in as powerful a performance as J.K. Simmons or Nicholas Hoult, but it is very intriguing, especially when you find out more about her character in the end and how she relates to Justin Kemp. And basically the point of the case is her political, how she can move forward in her job. And it's like, do you put this guy in jail because it'll do good for you? Do you put him in jail because he's actually guilty? And it's like a gray area. Does it really matter? It's just so layered and so much to think about. And again, this might be my favorite film of Clint Eastwood. This guy is really a fantastic director. And I think if this is truly his last directorial feature, it's kind of sad that Warner Bros. Would just, put him out of pasture like this, because he really did a great job for this movie, and I wish more people had saw it in theaters. But yeah, check it out at home. If you want to go buy it on Blu-ray, please do. If you want to check it out on some VOD or streaming site on Max, please do. It is a wonderful character study into, what would you do if you found out you may have killed someone. I think everybody should watch it. So in terms of a score, I'm going to give Juror number 2 a decent 8.9 out of 10. I really did enjoy what Clint Eastwood did here, and I just wish that this movie got more love. I'd like to thank you guys again for joining me for this movie review. Remember, you can find the full review on YouTube and the website, flipfrogllc.com/flicksfrog. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And please, pretty please, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.
Bye.